But at a time when supply chains are disrupted around the world, where people are rethinking, well, where are we getting things from, and what happens if there are breakdowns, either political or geographic or climate related, how do we ensure resilience in our supply chains? Well, go back to the critical minerals example, the U.S. Could do worse than rely on its closest friend, its oldest friend, its most reliable friend for ensuring that we're able to be strong and resilient in a North American context in an unstable world.
Vaccine mandates for truckers, the trucker shortage, and what it means for what you will pay and be able to buy. Hi, I'm Brian Lilley, political columnist with the Toronto Sun. There is a trucker shortage already on the go in Canada, just exacerbated by a move by Justin Trudeau announced last week, or that took effect last week, and soon by a move from the Biden administration. All of this meaning you are going to be paying more money for the goods if you can even get them on store shelves. Yes, supply chain, that phrase that we've all come to know, love, and hate at times during the pandemic. Well, all of that is about to get worse. Let me back up and explain a little bit about what's going on. Before this trucker mandate with vaccines came into effect on January 15th, Canada was already short about 23,000 truckers, according to Statistics Canada. That's right, 2,290 driving positions were already going unfilled in the trucking industry. All of that was driving up prices because trucking companies have to compete for drivers because there isn't enough freight capacity to take goods back and forth across the border or across the country. Now, this trucking vaccine mandate took effect on January 15th. According to the industry, about 85% of drivers in this country are fully vaccinated. Their vaccination rates mirror that of the general community. But still, with 120,000 drivers crossing the border on a regular basis, that means roughly 18,000 have been taken off the road, at least the cross-border roads. Now, coming into effect on January 22nd is a similar mandate from the Americans. So even if they wanted to cross the border, come back and vaccinate for 2 weeks, as per Canadian regulations, they won't be able to. Most of us don't think about what a truck driver does and what it means for us. But more than half the goods that cross the Canada-US border come by truck. Think about the fresh produce that you put in your fridge, that you pick up at the grocery store. Think about the appliances, the clothing that you buy. All of that moves across this country and across the border by truck. We've got manufacturing, such as the auto sector, where parts will cross the border up to 7 times before the car is completely built. All of that is about to change. All of that is about to get much more expensive. Now, the trucking industry representatives that I've spoken to say that they're not against vaccine mandates, but that there was no consultation from either the Trudeau administration in Ottawa or the Biden administration in Washington.
Oh, it's in Canada's interest to continue the smooth flow of goods and services across our border. It's also very much in the United States' interests.
And that if they had dealt with the trucking industry, as well as the manufacturers and suppliers that use that industry, they could have found a solution that wouldn't have such a big impact. Instead, you are going to hurt. It looked like they were going to back off this idea for a little while. That didn't happen. Trudeau went ahead with his idea, and Biden is going ahead with his. As Aaron O'Toole, the Conservative leader, said to me the other day, Trudeau simply doesn't live in the real world. He wants to live in a world where everything is perfect. But in this case, Trudeau is making the perfect the enemy of the good. I've been clear. I support vaccinations. I tell everyone who can to get their shots. But by doing this in the way they have, the price for everything you pay is about to get much more expensive if you're even able to buy it. Let me know what you think. Drop a comment down below, share this on social media, and of course, subscribe to our YouTube channel.